Today's point of view is the view of a light switch. Today and every day we touch light switches hoping that they will turn on the lights and turn off the lights. Why is it that some people think that just touching a light switch will change their lives? Do we understand what it takes to make that light switch operational? Many people don't. If you don't power the grid, if you don't pay your light bill, if you don't have all of the connections connected, that light switch doesn't work. I have a perfect example. I live in a two-story, two-family home, and for a period of time I didn't pay the local utility. In turn, they turned off my power. So even if we flicked the light switch up and down, nothing happened. The simple fact was a PSE&G rep came out to the house and put a piece of cardboard in between the meter and the contact, creating an open circuit. That open circuit in turn turned off all power to our home. It was sort of an embarrassing situation, but it's a situation that happens to many people each and every day for being either forgetful or for not having enough money to pay the light bill. My analogy for everybody is, why are we embarrassed to be all discombobulated? Why are we embarrassed to not have enough money? Some people should just ask for help, but are too embarrassed to ask for help. Some people should just steal the money and ask for forgiveness when they're caught. But no, they prefer to just be embarrassed and have the light turned out. Where am I going with this story? I really have no clue. But I can tell you we're going out to lunch today. My lovely wife and I are going out to lunch. And it's not about the fact that we're going out to lunch that's important. It's just the fact that doing nothing is my life and doing my life is nothing. And that's something that I fully and wholeheartedly have embraced. Doing nothing. Doing nothing to a lot of people means being unproductive. But no, actually, through my lack of effort, I go with the flow and let the world carry me and let my friends and family carry me. That is supposedly something bad and something unhealthy. But actually, I really think that in this world, some people are to be carried, some people are to carry, and some people are just supposed to float. I feel as if sometimes I float, and I feel as if sometimes I just am push-pulled in any old way. And it's my destiny to really bring people to the understanding that uh, there's a notion of people who are dead weight. And am I one of those people? Sometimes, yes. But I want everybody to understand that being self-sufficient on this planet is useless because there is no truly self-sufficient person, just due to the fact that we have billions of people on this planet. If you were the only person left on this planet, then we could call ourselves self-sufficient. Thankfully, and all things considered, no one and nobody should ever be self-sufficient. We are all interdependent, interreliant, intertwined, intermingled, inter everything. And that's why we are all also very interested upon each other. But we have learned to ignore everybody because people are not making each other happy. I don't make my wife happy, and my wife doesn't make me happy. But through conflict, we have a relationship. And through children, we have a relationship. And even before and even after relationship, we had curiosity for each other. And through curiosity and then through love and through hatred and through just spending time together, we've grown closer some ways and uh, apart in some ways. But truly and honestly, after 10 years of marriage, I can tell you, quite frankly, I'm really blessed to have married a person who will never really understand me and a person that I will never fully understand. And through that pursuit and through that ever growing and everlasting challenge, we will stay together. She likes her ways, I like my ways, and we kind of have blended a little bit. Our kids are a lot like us. My daughter has the same ADHD personality that I have, and my son has this wannabe perfectionist attitude that my wife has. That being said, it's really challenging because I am attracted to my daughter and my son is attracted to my wife, and we are trying to make sure that they understand that they are very different people and that they both offer uh, really interesting traits and really interesting abilities to the world. My son will rule the world somehow, some way, in some very particular aspect of life, but my daughter will not. Are they both going to be successful at what they do? Absolutely. Are they both going to be in love with somebody? Absolutely. And I hope and I pray that they'll first fall in love with themselves and then they will be able to fall in love with somebody else. Do I care who they fall in love with? Sure, I do. But is it my choice? Absolutely not. As my wife grow together, as my wife and I grow apart, we both complain about small things, but we really don't have things to complain about. She always tells me that I talk too much, and I just laugh. You know what? Someday, somehow, we're going to make lots of people happy and understand that paradise and semi-retirement at age 35 is not important. Constant stimulation and constant challenge is important. And remember, every message that I tell and every message that I state has to end or has to contain the fact that we all want and we all strive for unconditional love. That'll be all for now, and everybody have a wonderful day. Hope that you understand at least 5 or 10% of what I've stated. And if you do, great. And if you don't, keep on listening. Bye for now.